Hello everyone. Today we have our final episode for now with Teferi. We're gonna be having him on and off on this channel, but for now we're gonna do one last playing together today. Thank you Teferi for being with us again. My name is Henock and this is my practice room. So Teferi, today I'm thinking maybe we'll go to more advanced stuff. We've talked about playing on different groups, how to lock on the bass and drums. There's many ways of doing it, and we try to show some of the basic things. We play in a group called Kain Lab, you and me, and some of the tunes are more challenging and more involved. So sometimes the way we work in the band is somebody will write the tunes. Mostly Jonavan and Dabi have been writing the tunes. But when it comes to the groove and to playing the tunes, everybody contributes ideas and it takes shape, right? That's how we do it. Exactly. So maybe we start with playing the Tigrinya. It's called the Gwaila bit. The Gwaila bit. First, I want you to talk about the Gwaila bit, because you're one of the masters of playing that on the drum set, on the modern drum set. So you tell the audience, our audience, about it, what makes it special, what makes it different from other groups, and then maybe you can play and show us a little bit, and maybe you can keep the basic pulse and then improvise for a while. Just people will get the sense of the group.
Okay, so you've been talking about the last episode about subdivisions. On the Gwaila beat is a little bit different than the 4/4 or the 6/8 because it has like 5 subdivisions. People have different way of counting the subdivisions. The first one is like the popular one is having the quintuplets instead of 16 notes. You have like quintuplets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one, the Southern Indians, they have takadimiaga counting like the Indians. Takadiaga, takadiaga, takadiaga. So that's also another way of counting it. Traditionally, like in the northern part of Ethiopia, what they do is like they fill the whole thing on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they do clapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I was trying to do was like, trying to imitate and bring the whole idea of the Gwaila beat from traditional drums to a modern drum set. So the same idea, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4. That was the basic idea. And then, like you said, like on the other episode, like you keep adding some ghost notes on it, like 1. Playing around with the subdivisions. So that was the basic idea.
The ghost notes are happening on the snare drum.
Exactly. Mostly, even you can do it also on the hi-hat too, or something, even the bass drum. That was the basic idea of the Gwaila rhythm.
Okay, and then when you solo, how about the clapping?
Yeah, the clapping is, I just took it from the traditional dance, like clapping.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on top of that, I was trying to do more like a jazz coordination. Like. While keeping
this takes serious independence.
Oh yeah. It's more like a Latin groove. So I just got the idea from traditional and from Latin drummers. The Latin drummers, they try to keep the clave on the left foot, and then they'll try to do some solos on the other parts of their body.
Okay, great. So I think this rhythm will explain what we talked about, the subdivision. Like if you played only the kick drum, you can't tell the subdivision. Then it could be a 4/4, it could be a 3/4, exactly. It could be anything.
Exactly.
Really, the subdivision is what defines the beat.
Oh yeah.
Right? What makes it special.
Exactly. And the clapping and the other parts also depend on the subdivisions.
Very good. So we're gonna play a tune from Kain Lab, original tune. Teferi will play the groove, Gwaila, and I'll play the bass line. So as he plays, I'll try to count the bass line, what Teferi was counting before, the subdivision, I mean, rather. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did something interesting. Teferi, could you explain what we did in between?
Yeah, well, I played the 5/4 with the accent, the snare up, but the bass line changed on that. Like you played a 10/4.
Yeah, I went to 10/4 instead of. Exactly. So the counting changed on that part.
Exactly.
So I'll try to count and show you. So right. Play maybe a couple of rounds and go to the other one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the Kain Lab twist on Guaylabit. Okay, so now we'll go to another one. How about odd meters? Odd meters are challenging to play because that's why they're called odd. They're not common. Exactly. So they're a little bit more involved in terms of thinking and playing. Exactly. So we have a tune called 6/5/4. It's a blues tune by John Evan in Kain Lab, and it has, just like the name, it has 3 different time signatures. Mm-hmm. The 6, the 6/4/5/4, and 4/4. 4/4, exactly. Right? So it's like sort of a 12-barish. It has an extra bar with a 12-barish blues kind of feel, but it has all these 3 rhythms. First we'll play it and then I'll count it. First we'll play it together and then I'll stop playing and count it. So that's the tune. I'll try to count the tune. It's called 6/5/4. So it has 3 time signatures: the 6/4, 5/4, and 4/4. So I'll try to count it as Teferi plays.
1, 2, 3, 4.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 6/5/4 odd meter signature. Maybe we'll add one exercise. I think that's very important for bass players, drummers, or all musicians. There's a tradition in jazz called trading 8s or trading 4 bars, or it could be trading any bars actually. It could be trading 2. But for today, we could do trading in 4. So maybe you could explain that to our audience, and then we'll take a funk groove, and then we'll try to trade 8 bars of solo in between. And I'll explain to the audience why that's important to do.
Yeah, it's like solo is more like a conversation. Trade is like conversation between any instruments. It can be sax, bass, and drums. And this time, like, we're going to perform the trade with bass and drums. So we play like whatever comes to our mind. So let's try that one.
Okay. So maybe what we do is, Teferi, you start soloing 8 bars, and then I'll start to solo 8 bars, and then I'll try to count. The next time you solo, I'll try to count the 8 bars so people will get the pulse. So it's important to feel the pulse at all times. So that's what helps us to play together, that we have to feel the pulse where the pulse is. Okay?
So let's go for 8 bars.
Okay, groove maybe for 8 bars, and then you start the solo, and then I'll start.
Okay. 1, 2,
8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3. Teferi, this is a very important exercise to do, right?
yes.
If you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, so, we have to know exactly where we are when we solo exactly. Like the bars are open, so we just do whatever comes to our mind. So it's like a quick reflex, like from our brain to our hands or our feelings. It's like
Instant improvisation on the moment, right?
Exactly. It's like conversation. So we never think before we came here, like, what we're going to talk about. We just talk whatever comes to our mind. It's more like improvisation. You say whatever you feel on the instrument.
Exactly. What Teferi said is very important. Just to add a little bit on that, we were doing grooves earlier, just locking together. Exactly. That's one part. Second part is to frame our ideas in 8 bars or 4 bars, so we have a good feeling of where 4 bars is, where 8 bars is. It's one thing to just click and play together, grooving together. It's another thing to be aware of the form also, like where 4 bars, 8 bars feels. As I'm soloing, right? I still have to feel the 4/4. Exactly. And then on the solo, and on your solo, you're doing many different ideas. You're doing polyrhythms, you're doing many ideas, whatever comes to your mind, but still always keeping the groove and keeping your form. So it's a very good, important practice for all musicians to do. And it's a lot of fun. Teferi, thank you very much for being with us for all these episodes that we did. And we hope to do another one, maybe a group playing with a keyboard player or a sax player at one point. I thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you next week.